Good morning, Stacy.
This is your mother's blessing. May you never forget God.
If you're gonna do this with me, and I know it's not sadhana time, we were getting our shower knob fixed, and this time was in the flow, and this music is in the flow because I am going to be waiting for Rhea, our one happy yogi, to join, and Rhea is going to be receiving a some energy healing today for live stream, and she's gonna be coming. So we're gonna hold space while Rhea is getting ready to join us, and in the meantime, Stacy, if you wanna do this with me, and this is how I prepare for the energy work that I'm getting ready for. So again, where's my hand? Open up the base, our base. The first thing that we do when we land at a place is to ground in it. And so when as I'm landing my energy here and start to create an auric, which is my personal vibration and frequency, it's my personal electromagnetic field of influence that I have with my energy. When I first get to a place, I consciously ground and land there. Land my energy, center and ground. So I'm coming from consciously my highest self. I roll my shoulders back. I straighten my spine. I tuck my chin in, and I not only tuck in, but I also straighten it out, because our head in normal posture, the spine and the head curvature. There's curvature there. When we're conscious of it and we tuck our chin in, this becomes this, and now the energy's ready to be aligned. And so basically I'm bringing awareness, body awareness, and feeling awareness to every part of my being, and this is how I awake and activate my system. And I turn myself on using my consciousness and my energy. And so consciousness, energy, and breath. We use our consciousness to focus on what we want the energy to do, and then we use our breath to move the energy, and then we also use what did I say? Consciousness, energy, and breath. Yeah, so we use the energy. We use consciousness to move that energy using our breath, and then we can also use our physical body to then move that energy as well, and using our breath. Then it becomes really, really powerful, because you're using multiple movements to be able to get that body awareness. It's just activating all the senses, feeling into where this energy is within your system. And for me, I always start at root chakra, and in the work that I was doing this morning for my sadhana, it came to me to share much more deeply about our root chakra today, because the way that you work with your root chakra is the way that you feel in your body right now. Um, oh, there's Raya. Hi, Raya. So, you know what, Raya? This is really good that we're doing this and you joined us right now to be able to do it, because I haven't really started the work yet. So, when you the moment you feel inspired to receive a healing session and it comes into your awareness, the multiple things happen. And I'm not saying this happens every time. I'm just saying that this is one way that it can happen, or a few ways that it can happen. So if these two ways can happen, then many, many, many other ways can happen as well. But it's just opening that mind to look at our situations with the perspective of our soul. And so this is what the I just want to honor, Rhea, that you came through. I just hit play, and it's been beautiful Spanish Kundalini music. I'm just enjoying, and so I'm just checking in. These are the ways that I bring myself into awareness about your energy, which is why when we first got that we needed to check in with you, and you weren't feeling joyous and aligned, and you were moving through some density, it came to us again and again because we're checking into your energy from a place of conscious love. We allow ourselves to be that clear channel for that conscious love. Hello. Hi. No. Thank you. And so it's easy for your soul energy to use us as facilitators for what you need. And so everybody who's showed up for your life, especially in your messages to me about how you've had different healers show up and provide healing sessions for you. This is, for me, when that happens, I just feel, I allow myself to feel really good because it's confirmation that we're not doing this work alone. Something much bigger than us is bigger. What I mean by bigger is wider, bigger, more expansive in the holistic perspective of why we are all here right now together. And so when we can feel that energy, and just allow yourself to feel that energy of feeling the most vulnerable part of us, which is our first chakra. Our first chakra is an area that without it, we could never have anything else in this human experience. Without that energy, we need that energy. And so to receive any kind of healing, it will be so beneficial if you could be at a place where your root chakra is feeling really strong and connected and aligned and feeling that support in your body, because already then we're raising your vibration. So the healing session, this is the healing session with Miko and I. we the moment that you decide that it comes into your awareness to align to receiving it, the work begins. The next step that the energy asks us to do, which is a fairly new directive for us, is for us to accept a heart-centered donation or contribution in exchange for whatever value you feel your heart energy is worth. The heart energy of the value of the money, represented by the heart energy, represented by our consciousness that's desiring the healing session for the body, so that we can work with your energy and you can get to a place where you feel flowing, and then from there guide your consciousness into calling in and manifesting the next steps of your journey, or sometimes the whole of your journey, depending on what it is that your soul energy wants to communicate. So so if we look at this not as some weird, if we're just going to look at it just energetically and in a really concrete way, without getting etheric about it, we've been asked to create new ways of exchange that represents a true value versus what's represented in the dollar. And with that, it requires deep faith into Source Universe, deep faith in our soul path, deep faith and trust that each step of the way will be guided in order for us to continue sharing our heart center energy with everyone. And so looking for a way to open ourselves up more in creatively doing energy exchanges is part of the objective of Vala as a spiritual health technology and media company, because when we can share these things through these amazing miracle tools that we have that crosses space and time, and they're signs that the time is here for us to have these type of exchanges, then already our system is open to all possibilities. Already our consciousness is looking to align to a way that we can all coexist in aliveness and co-creation versus unconsciousness and dense energy. And so when we get ourselves ready to receive something that is pure heart energy, then our energies naturally want to share that energy. And our offering, you receiving, you giving, us sharing, and do you see, so the energy starts to move. And the reason it's 5D is because it's a heart center amount. It's what you feel that your soul can afford, which is infinite. And so the more you trust in your own infinite being, that value of connecting to that infinite being becomes more worth it, more valuable, more worthwhile of the energy that you put into the faith. It's not a new system. Humans have understood this exchange with deity, whatever versions, in form of what's called tithing, and so it's in yogic terms, it's an energy exchange, not yogic terms, I'm sorry. In modern yoga terms, we call it energy exchange. But this contribution puts our heart energy in it, and I know this because of all the years that healers have been guided to help me practice this with them. In the beginning, when I didn't feel that I could afford healing sessions, on my own, and I was very much stuck in the limitations of what I could touch, see, hear, and prove. And healers have amazingly come in as my angels to help me practice. So other healers have shown me this beautiful heart energy willingness, that when we feel inspired to do a healing session, that we can follow our heart and provide that, versus having it be, a business. And so creating a way for everyone to heal is part of our objective, and that energy is what you're contributing to in addition to receiving the healing. And so when you begin this work, you receive this healing by opening up yourself to receiving the instructions after you've filled out the Avala intake form. And Rhea, this is all new because we haven't been doing it this way with you, because these are new directives. Now that we've received directives to, put our physical energy into Avala, and so we're following those directives. And then part of that, I suppose, is this next step that we're doing is live stream healing sessions that we're offering from our pure heart energy, and then we're also offering, on the third dimensional side, opportunities for people to receive sessions from us, but there will be private healing sessions, and so they will come with a fixed rate. And so these are all new ways that we're receiving to play with this energy of doing things in a different way, and then hopefully, the likelihood that it's a blueprint for the way a 5D business is run in a 3D realm is one of the biggest reasons why Avala is here within a container space, and not just an energy that's for everyone to use in order for them to connect to the infinite being within them, within us. So I'm going to share a little bit about our root chakra, and while I do this, Ray, I would love for you to receive and do this with me. And the only way that you do that is you're actively listening. And when I'm talking about active listening, I don't just mean active listening with your mind. I mean active listening, like shift your energy and move that energy using your consciousness. So do the breath work and consciously move this energy as I'm sharing about this information. When we feel connected to our first chakra, the feelings that we feel in our body, and you will know when you're connected to your first chakra or not, is because the feelings that you feel in your body are solid, stable. You have a stillness. You hold. Sorry, I'm just. What do I need, Bijie? So I'm just checking in. What do I need? I'm gonna have some tea because I'm gonna be reading. Okay. Sahi is here as well, and Simba Smiles joined. Hello. We're gonna talk about our first chakra. I don't know when you guys joined, so I'm gonna just start again now that I'm settled and in my body. The first chakra is located at the base of the spine, between our sex organs. And that area is what I always consciously open up to feel the energy of the ground. I say ground because that's the point of connection, right? But what I really mean energetically is Mother Gaia's energy. So you're feeling her support and you're feeling her energy, and you open yourself up in every direction and let that energy flow in. The organs and body parts that our first chakra is that energy is in is the large intestines, the feet and legs, bones, skin, hair, and tailbone. I suppose these are the first areas that are vulnerable when our first chakra is not flowing and it's stuck. The meanings is foundation, root, and support, and the elements are earth, matter, mass, form, structure, and physicality. And so this is everything that makes us human. The functions is connection to our physical world, grounding in body with earth. So when we're not grounded, we are not connected to our body, or we're not feeling the energy of the earth. The issues or attributes, and so there's always that when it's flowing, this is what's working for you, and when it's not flowing, this is what is blocked for you. And so this is what I'm going to be sharing. The motivations and desires is feel safe and protected, meet basic physical needs, relationships to the earth, to nature, natural forces, to physical body, to feeling sensations. And the feeling nature is solid, stable, stillness, passive, grounded, connected, plugged in, and relaxed. Survival instincts is the aspects of being. Survival instincts, primal feelings, instincts, home of the Kundalini, and elementary individuality. Because we are in our most densest energy when we are in our human energy. This is where we feel the most individual. Because when we are in our spirit consciousness, we are at all with all consciousness. And when we're in that energy, there is no individuality. So it's really, really fun for our spirits to create this story of how, and I love the way that Guru Ratana explains this. I love it. So I might do a whole live stream just on how we pick our families, how we choose our life story for each lifetime, how we choose to fulfill and expand in every lifetime. I don't know why my hand is still up here. Oh, because I'm not finished talking about this and I'm holding it up to remind me to go back to this. And so I'm going to share about that because it's truly the kind of information that would really help us to always feel grounded in our path and trust in our path. Okay, so if we're here and we're coming into our soul consciousness here, and we're activating our soul consciousness, and we're being born into this most dense energy of our humanness, which, because it's so dense, it's allowing every single person, every single of these energies to be contained in every single container like this. And that's how we experience our individuality. It's supposed to be that way. We're supposed to feel individual and unique in our choices, in our makeup. And when we don't feel seen and heard for our individuality, it makes us feel like we're not here. And so if we want to feel here, we have to strengthen our energy here in our bodies, not just connecting our upper chakras. Because we are here to experience these sensations. Tea coming into my mouth, activating my senses. I'm responding to the ginger and the ginger in the tea and all that, and the coolness, because my tea is cold. This is iced tea. But it's just cold. There's no ice in it. And it's coming through my inner awareness and affecting my subtle energy bodies. All of that I get to experience because I am in my soul consciousness, feeling the joy of being in my body. So individuality of all our stories, no matter how it looks from the outside, is exactly how it's supposed to be. That's the beautiful part of this experience, this our sacred journey of life. That it is to experience each of our personal processes, and when we're in our soul energy, we can appreciate that with each other, whether the other being is consciously aware of their process or not. We can appreciate wherever they're at. We can appreciate it because they are living their divine moment right now, as you are living your divine moment right now, as I am living my divine moment right now. And it is only my human ego that wants to define what this right now means as a story, when in my soul energy, though my right now doesn't need a story. My right now is so absolutely divine and perfect because I'm here. I'm here as a soul, and I get to experience all of this. And this is what makes it feel so good to feel alive. And I can do that if I know that my human energy is very, very grounded and centered in my human being. Then all my buttons are working, and I can start creating from my soul from my soul energy. And so the way that we do that is through relaxation. Because people feel that in order for them to ground their root chakra and ground in our third dimensional reality, they have to create a third dimensional reality that cannot be affected by the unknown. Now, that's not possible. It's not possible. Everything that's in 3D is privy and subject to the unknown. And as there is more unconsciousness, there's more unknown. As there's more consciousness, there's only known. And you see why it is so annual, and so you see why. And so you see why it's so important that we hold space for everyone doing this conscious work, because it is the only way to have so much fun in this lifetime. I guess for me, it was the only way. Is to feel this energy and create from this energy, and to share this energy. It was my only way. So let's see what the issues are, and let's see what the issue resolution is for our root chakra. And then I'm going to close out this session, this part of the live stream, and then I'm going to start a new session with you, Rhea, where it's just in me checking in with your energy alone. And then, of course, anybody else who wants to come and hold space with Rhea and do the work with Rhea, you could come and align in multiple ways. You can come to be to just hold space. You could come to receive, and then you can come to also heal and do the work that I'm doing for Rhea, and so that she gets pure heart energy from those who are working through and you know, of course. So I'm gonna, you know, when we create space for this type of healing, like I did with Montevo yesterday, whenever we create space for these healing sessions that Miko and I do, we invite all the highest energies to come and hold space. And that means that on an energetic level, on the highest vibration level, you're protected, and you are in your divine space to be able to have your energy shift to the highest vibration. It's our way of connecting with you from our vibration, connecting with you on your purest, highest vibration, and that brings you to that place of your vortex, the place where you've put all your blueprint, your manifestations there, and we connect your energy and activate your energy in your system to that vibration, so that energetically you're clear. That means that if you walk away, and as you're integrating and you're going back to old patterns, it means that the story is there, but energetically you're clear. So that's the healing sessions that Miko and I are providing, and these and sharing this just allows everyone to see what it is that we do. And so so the issue with the first chakra is isolation and abandonment. Life on earth is a punishment, and it's painful. And if that vibration is moving through our first chakra, no matter how much we try to connect to the divine, that vibration is going to create a tremendous duality. The higher you go, the greater the distance between our lowest self, our lowest dense self, and our highest dense self. We don't want to do that. We want to connect, align, and basically create this flow and not create this distance. And so when we do this work, it's to heal and clear, you know, it's that motion of the energy moving in stillness. What was I doing? But you know, it's just like your subtle energy bodies and your chakra system all aligned and flowing, and then, you know, our energetic field moving around us and creating that expansion where we feel that, you know, just like yesterday, he came in feeling disempowered, and feeling the denseness of the energies, just consciously clearing, and me holding space and helping him clear those energies and guiding those energies in a way that they will be released in the most comfortable way, in the most conscious way, is so transformative. It would be really good to check in with Montevo and see how he feels today. But judging by the fact that he woke up at 3:30 in the morning, got in the ice cold shower, and has been doing his energy practice, and is now working at the beach, tells me that he's doing pretty good. But yeah, I'd love to check in with him. Um, so it's energy that we can all feel inside us, and isolation and abandonment and life on earth is a punishment, and painful is a lineage vibration from just being here on the planet. We are born into feeling that density, and so the resolution for that block is achieve a sense of belonging, embrace life on earth as a worthy challenge and an opportunity. There we go. Good morning. Good morning, Karen Jim Briggs. And then the imbalanced emotional state. When our first chakra is blocked, we on a deep energetic level, and it may not be conscious, but you're operating energetically from this place. You inherently, in your pattern, feel you do not belong here. You do not know where you belong. You feel all alone and isolated. You feel unsafe in the physical world. You feel abandoned, alien. You feel disconnected from the environment. Feel you do not deserve to exist and cannot trust human systems or the universe. I'm going to just read the balanced emotional state. The balanced emotional state of our first chakra, if it's open and flowing and alive and active, you feel at home on planet Earth. You enjoy Mother Earth as your current home. You feel connected to other living beings. You feel safe in your physical environment. You feel accepted in social community. You feel connected to all life. You feel deserving of your place on earth. You're able to trust goodness of life and the universe. Now, many of us can mentally feel this way, and many of us do, especially through affirmations and positivity and positive self-talk. But when we feel triggered, when something that doesn't feel good to our emotional body happens to us, what energies are present, and do they have anything to do with our first chakra? Anything can change at any moment. Are we okay with that? If somebody lost a job, or if bills are due and the money's not in the bank, or if I go and I'm frantically always locking my house, or being aware of my environment because I may get mugged or hurt, or my children, I'm always constantly fearing their safety. All of those manifestations of that energy is first chakra blocks. And that's something that many people experience as humans on this planet, is not even feeling safe enough to thrive. So we're just getting you, we're getting your system that's not ready to thrive, all the way activated completely, heart center, I mean in every single energy body activated, so that you're energetically feeling the vibration of what it feels like when you are in your soul energy. Absolutely divine, unconditionally consciously loving, completely free from our own self-sabotage energy and patterns and loops, healed from all those potential triggers, and then to be able to trust in our own divine powers of manifestation, which is the energy, which is Avala working for us to create what it is that we want in this lifetime. And so connecting to that energy helps us to then vibrate on that energy. And of course, this is something that Abraham Hicks teaches. When you're vibrating on this energy, then you're going to be attracting from this energy. And this energy is the highest, most powerful. your soul energy. So everything that you attract here from here is going to serve you. Then all of a sudden you can start trusting everything that's coming towards you, because from this place all of this makes sense. From this place, this is what you're attracting down here. So it just continuously supports all of your fears and all of your insecurities. And then we wonder why positive thinking isn't working, because our mind energy isn't the one that needs soothing. Our mind energy is not the one that's the energy that's going to fuel us and activate us and make us feel connected. It is our heart energy. It is our emotional energy. It is our psychic and conscious energy, meaning like what you're aware of energy. Those energies are going to get you to a place of then feeling open enough to take that inspired action. Whatever that action may be, the thing that you're resisting, it's going to get you there. And the way that we get there is just by practicing every single day. And being committed to practicing that every single day allows us to get deeper and deeper into accessing our inner power, our inner energy, our what I'm calling what I'm referring to as our soul energy. When I sing energy in reference to ourselves, it's a soul energy, because that's our true identity. That's who we really are. And remembering that gives us access to that energy. And the reason I say all this without, the spiritual part of the infinite creator and all of that is because for many people that creates blocks energetically. And this work is to dissolve blocks energetically. So we're trying to stay away from human story, because human story creates more blocks and soul story releases them. So this is a period of time where we're in our soul energy together consciously. So all of us can feel this energy together. And with that, we're bringing our highest selves to the table to show up here. And then when we do that, there's just less and less blocks. And so the unbalanced emotions, not the emotional state, but the unbalanced emotions of our first chakra being stuck, is that we feel numb, afraid, distrustful, unable to relax, let go, and surrender. We feel insecure, impatient, empty, and we want to escape. And you can only look around us, and even the people that, even at ourselves, even at the people that we love, how these energies show up in each of our lives, in the choices that we make, in the relationships that we engage in the relationships that we choose, and how those relationships make us feel. And so the balanced emotion of our first chakra flowing when it's active, when we're connecting to the subtle energy bodies, and everything in there in our system is healed, in the sense that the healing energy can move through it, which is just flow state. Then we feel alive, we feel instinctually prudent, meaning there's balance in the decisions, there's consciousness in the decisions that we make that allows us to either hang on or let go, and make those discernments on a body feeling level. We're trusting our own instincts, which is a little bit different than intuition. We're trusting the instincts of our natural instincts of being in our human body. Our intuition is trusting source coming through us and working through us. Instincts and intuition makes us superheroes. We can relax, let go, surrender, because we feel safe to do so. We feel secure, we feel patient, we feel full and satisfied. We're able to enjoy the moment. It's just such beautiful information. Okay. unbalanced mental state of the first chakra being blocked, always worried about something. Now, it's so funny because I know that when I was reading about the unbalanced emotional state, maybe we didn't feel like we resonated with each of those sentences. But when I say always worried about something, I know that many of us know exactly what that feels like in our mental body when we're always worried about something. Even when there's no reason to be worried, we will find something to worry about to stay in that place of imbalance. Inability to relate to the physical world, survivalism, death wish, separation preoccupied with thoughts, greedy, possessiveness, not enough, scarcity, poverty consciousness, past oriented and lack of sense of orientation. So we don't know how to be present in our bodies, so we keep going to the past and creating stories around that, and we don't our energies don't necessarily feel here, so you're just kind of all over the place, not grounded, not centered. Only trust concrete proof and experience. I gotta see it. If it's not here, it's not here. Whereas everything about our conscious state says what you see is an illusion. What you feel is the truth. What you feel is the truth. And when you feel abundant, you are abundant. And then the physical energy has to catch up to that feeling of abundance. You will not vibrate in any other way. So it has to catch up to your truth. If we create truths for ourselves that are conscious, because we're getting out of our own way, because we're spending the time with our soul energy just to stay so present to the moment of me consciously peeling my orange, appreciating its weight on my hand. So I'm so present, my energy is so present in the here and now. And it's not anywhere else it needs to be. So the soul energy can now work through me. Now. That's why everyone talks about the power of now and the power, Eckhart Tolle's power of now, and the now, and all the ancient teaches about now. Because now this is the meeting place of the soul, is now. It can't meet us in the future, and it's not in the past. Our soul energy can work through us only in the now, but we have to get out of the way, get our minds out of the way so that we can let the energy flow. That's how we feel better. So being in the present moment, every single moment, is being conscious. Taking it all in and not being anywhere else. This is Tantric Yoga. It's an energy practice with consciousness in our human body. The way that the mainstream media has interpreted Tantra and Tantric Yoga is deeply inaccurate to what the yoga practice really is. But at the same time, you know, it's okay. Because it's still conscious sexuality, so it's still not, it's not in its whole form, but the practice is feeling really, really energetically alive, and feeling the aliveness, which is the divine, which is the godliness, which is the God within, which connects to our source creator. That oneness of energy is Tantric Yoga. We're doing that consciously. And so it gets us into the present, this type of yogic technology. And so it manifests this imbalance of our first chakra block, manifests in many different ways. In the physical state, we are uncomfortable in our body. We have poor eating and exercise habits. There is nobody home in your body. I love that. There's nobody home in your body. Little feeling awareness of body, restless, poor health, low energy. The balanced physical state is comfortable and cozy in the body home. This is our body home. It's a body for our soul. Honor and take care of our body. Energetically present, energetically present in physical body. Sensual awareness and acceptance of the body. That's what I was just talking about. My sensual awareness, my senses. Taking all my senses in. When we're not sensitive, somebody has to touch us to get our attention, right? But when we're sensitive, someone wants to get my attention, and they're thousands and thousands of miles away. I'm listening. I hear them. So we're sensitive to our energy beings. We can do that when we're physically in our bodies. Then we can start playing with the energy because everything's working. We're calm and relaxed, and our ability to maintain an energetic, healthy body is effortless and easy. There is no force. It's a part of feeling good. It's the way that we love ourselves and the way that we honor ourselves. Okay, so within relationships, how does this show up? And I do feel, are we still here? And I do feel, Rhea, this is so divinely inspired. Are we still going? Yeah, there we go. It's getting really warm in the sun. So I feel like this is so divinely inspired for, in preparation for your healing session, and again that kind of those kind of signs that come when we're listening is beautiful because there's so much synchronicity in what's going to help you today. So unbalance in when our first chakra is unbalanced within our relationships, we don't feel heard when we are speaking. We don't feel noticed, and we cannot be found. So we're not seen either. So we're not seen and we're not heard. Our actions never seem to make things happen. We feel powerless and impotent and helpless. And we have difficulty manifesting and supporting self. So the way that we feel that support is by feeling the support, but we have difficulty feeling the support. It's not part of our story, right? When we feel this way. The balance in the relationship when our first chakra is working and flowing is that we feel heard when we're speaking. Our presence is noticed and appreciated. Our actions bear fruit, and we're able to manifest effortless and easily. So I'm going to skip the balanced beliefs and the imbalanced beliefs, but I'm going to go straight into unbalanced action in the world, unbalanced behavior in the world, because and then the balanced counterpart, because this is something that we are going to so resonate with, because this is the dense reality that we're part of. The hoarding energy, the need to control, we're hooked on fantasies, romance the stone, go after unavailable lovers, or win the lottery scheme. We play the poor me victim, and it's not our fault. And then the balanced version is, we can give back in gratitude for what you receive. Do not try to control others to benefit self. Realistic approach to physical demands and life challenges. Attract appropriate and available partners and direct energy to realistic projects. Take responsibility for our own actions and life. that means that we hold our being within the whole of ourselves, and we are not subject to the